great that they banned away the Gwen. It's just so notorious for, you know, snipping down so many frontline champions here. We have seen many players be able to carry the game with just one champion, that is the Gwen. That leaves the Fiora open here for Dawn.
Absolutely. Also, if you are going to be locked up here, which is a classic 1v1 here on the Baron laners up against the Camille. And I wonder what it is going to be. There is a couple of options here for draw here on the support role. The same is true for Golden Kite, but I think Xayah is top priority for G2 Blacklist, unless they want to go a completely different route here. Alistar, I would say, is still one of those options. Nautilus as well, of course. They want a little bit more CC, a little bit more lockup, and that's going to make a lot of sense if they want to catch SkyFL. So I think this really complements the playstyle here. Ooh. Zeri, Kai'Sa, definitely still available, but they're not really opting for the Xayah instead, which is curious here, but still, because Kai'Sa, a lot of the same playstyles here of the Xayah, but the difference is Kai'Sa actually a little bit more aggressive, right? Once you get a little bit of stacks going, you can activate the killer instinct and go in deep with your team. And that's exactly the type of playstyle that G2 Blacklist is trademarked for. That aggressive playstyle, I think that Kai'Sa really complements, is something that works for them.
No way. I thought we are going to be seeing an Garen being used again here in Season 2. We saw too much Garen for Season 1.
Yeah.
And I don't want it anymore. It's the Jace that gets picked up. And what I love about the Kai'Sa better than the Zeri is repositioning. I think it's going to be very important here for Golden Kite to be able to reposition, because there's an Evelynn. If you get the killer instinct done, if someone has a CC into the backline, Golden Kite can just sneak there and go away from Xingdao 7. And that's going to be very important later on. But they have to have an answer towards the poke, because Jace for SkyFL is notorious for being able to dominate, at least in the early game.
Absolutely. Here we go. Stage is set on both sides here. And G2 Blacklist have a ton of damage on their comp. That's the one thing that they have. They have a crazy amount of damage and the playmaking potential on both an Akali and a Yone picked up here. So it is a particularly interesting comp here for G2 Blacklist. But for FPX, they have an Evelynn, have Fiora, a Lucian. So a ton of early game prowess actually. Up to the level 5 mark, they have a ton of opportunity here for picks. So FPX looking for a very definitive type of playstyle. Meanwhile, G2 Blacklist just want to go ham. They just want to go all in. So it's shaping up to be another game that is action-packed between FPX and G2 Blacklist. But this time, it's G2 Blacklist backed up against a corner. So will they be able to extend us into game number 3 here, GG? We're about to wait and see.
Yeah, let's see. Potentially the last game, and it's gonna be a banger of a already. G2 Blacklist is gonna be contested and heavily killed off. 2 members down already. FPX with 2 kills at 10 seconds. No way!
No way. FPX off to another good start here, but this time even before the 20-second mark. And it's not done here, GG.
They want to commit. They want to take down Chow. But again, it's going to be very difficult, almost impossible even. And FPX even having the luxury of invading the camps here of KD. It's already a disaster for G2B.
I told you, GG, it's gonna be a lot of early game options, but I'd never expected them to do it at level 1. Look at how deep they are, even on the bottom side.
10 seconds, man. 10 seconds is the timer. And FPX got the first blood.
And they've got a 2,000 gold lead even before the first minute mark here. And Xingdao 7 is clearing up the camps here. Golden Kite getting dope. And it is not looking good for G2 Blacklist. 3-0 before we barely scratched the 1 minute mark.
Yeah, 2.5 thousand gold lead at first minute. Insane.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
FPX. They definitely know the strengths of their comp, I'll tell you that. And you wouldn't expect an Evelynn diving at the level 2 mark, but FPX, they're doing it. And now they're looking for more.
They want more. They want to take drawdown, and also Demon Guy just preventing any sort of scaling on their side. Xingdao 7 tanking a bit of damage here on the tower. Still can stay alive. Aaron though is going to be visiting, helping out G2 Blacklist. But again, 3 versus 2, not really good here for G2B. And they just walk away with 1 free kill.
They can do it again as well. I mean, Aaron, despite the fact that he can rotate, he can't really help because it's still a scattered fight. And a little bit of mercy coming through as FPX decide to pull away from that bottom side duo. But 2-minute mark, 3.3 thousand gold lead already. And there's no response at all for G2 Blacklist. It's looking a lot like that first game, except this time it is a lot earlier the get-go for FPX. And they've already reached 10,000 gold here. So the first item's gonna be picked up soon enough. And once you hit that level 5 power spikes, you know that Evelyn wants to gank again here for FPX.
Shucks. G2B. What are they to do? Because they have so much scaling. I mean, that's good on their side. But early game has been so notorious for FPX. We saw that previous game, 13 minutes and 30 seconds. Now, how do you deal with this problem? Big time of a gold deficit. 3,000 for Kong. And Golden Kite is just halfway there.
Oh my gosh. And look at the scoreboard. Everyone atop for FPX. It's just organized here per team, it feels like. And Kong leading the charge is the worst thing possible for G2 Blacklist to have the enemy ADC have the most gold here in the whole lobby. That's even before we get to the part where there are ults, and now FPX, they have just figured out, they just got their ults in the bottom side. And now they're converging here, G2 Blacklist.
Oh, G2 getting caught as well with a fate seal. That can be great here for G2 Blacklist. 2 kills picked up. Redemption on their way.
Okay, really good setup coming through there from Aaron and the rest of the G2 Blacklist squad. Let's take a look at that fate seal one more time from KD that made it all happen. The triple convergence into the triple ults at the same time, but now again, bot side.
Stretch line connecting, but unable to escape. Even with the flash, FPX still picks up the kill. Now Golden Kite has to just walk away. He can't risk himself defending, but it's being tempted a little bit here. Aaron's also going to be on the way. Chow getting hit a little bit here with the Cassian Raid. Kong can be in trouble. Great bottom step coming through from Chow. Still this way. Shingle 7 is going to be here. Perfect execution going to be used.
Golden Kite
as well. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but a great shutdown onto Lucian.
The thing is, he had to invest everything for that fight. Golden Kite flashing and using the killer instinct forward, which meant that he couldn't escape that despite getting the kill. I mean, sure, they got the shutdown, which meant that there is some item pickups to come out from G2 Blacklist off of that fight. But in the grand scheme of things, it is still a big uphill battle from here on out for G2 Blacklist. They really have to use that Yone to set up some big plays here. Otherwise, it's going to be a really rough time for the bottom side.
It's already a rough time, but I think they had some breathing room, especially after Golden Kite landed a great shutdown on the ball.
That's true.
So at least, you know, the disaster has been mitigated. Dustblade has been picked up already. It's only down 1,300. No longer a double situation. A while ago in terms of gold, teammates gonna be able to hook shot out. That's good. Still just a slow-paced game for G2B. They have great late game scaling anyway, and they don't really need to contest too much in this early game.
That is true, especially considering just how much gold Jingle 7 has in his pocket. So Rift Herald gonna be given away. Drake getting secured this time by G2 Blacklist.
Great scaling.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna be playing for the long game here for G2. But the fact of the matter is, the early game still in firm control of FPX as they look to take control of the first, look to take the first turret down, and they do in the middle side. So Kong getting the most out of that. And actually,
nobody's gonna be here to defend.
Yeah, exactly.
That is odds for G2B. So 2 charges for Shelly. KD stalking will not commit here. 5,000 gold lead by FPX.
Wow. And majority of that again is on Kong. He's gonna be able to pick up the first item now, and now set up from FPX.
Hook shot away, will get denied with a charm. Chow also gonna be here. Hexagon limiting and a flash away. Tactic for the sweep, and the fake sealed onto the back line. If they get the kill onto Shindo 7, this is just gonna be so glorious and get it onto the Fiora, and G2B remains alive.
KD,
Void Seeker, Captain Drain, killer instinct as well by Golden Kite. Glorious redemption by G2B! The goal lead now getting chunked even more.
Okay, here we go. G2, they find a couple of answers, and a big part of this revenge is that ult, the Fate Seal coming through here from the side of KD. I mean, May was done for here until he got the triple knockup into the combo. And it's just beautiful stuff here. And the Void Seeker connecting at the end of it as well. Make sure Jingdao 7 doesn't get away scot-free. And look at this snipe down too. Beautiful stuff from Golden Kite and KD there, keeping G2 Blacklist in this game.
I mean, they're still alive, they're still kicking, they're still breathing and fighting back against FPX. And to everyone that is supporting G2 Blacklist right now, I think this is a good sign. Getting a bit of a sigh of relief as a gold is still very much manageable, I think. FPX, yes, they are ahead by 4,000, but since G2B was able to get the first dragon, potentially reaching towards Soul Point is possible, especially because of KD's influence on this Yone. It's just absolutely great for G2B.
You can absolutely see why they prioritize this Yone pick from G2 Blacklist. It's not just Aaron that can perform with it, KD too as well. And here we go.
Sealed, gotta be committed, still has to parry. Hook shot into the Hexical to meet him. Ame is taking too much damage on the Grand Challenge. Will be able to stay alive, especially with the heal. Ame also is able to stay alive. Defy to pick up the kill onto the Fior. Single 7 is gonna be walking away. Chow does have the cast, will throw it out, unable to get a kill onto Ame, is still able to walk that out. And Aaron picks up the kill in the back line, picking up his second kill already. FPX getting a little bit scattered here. Killer acing into the front line now, chase down hit Sauce as well to slow him down. And Golden Guy being able to kite away free hit for days. And G2B now slowly chipping the gold lead away.
They're slowly swinging it back, and now they got more kills than FPX, and they're still looking for more. And guess what made it all happen again? It's the setup from KD. The fake sealed deep into the tower dive, gets the knockup, then the execute on Dawn. I mean, it was a shaky fight, but they did manage to get a couple of kills in the end here anyway. Ime almost going down there, is still somehow survives, and Chow was the only one who was able to execute him with actually not able to execute him actually here in this fight, but nice attempt there. But G2 Blacklist slowly making their way with the sheer amount of kills. And we talked about it, GG. This Kai'Sa pick is gonna be really good with their playstyle, and we were absolutely right. G2 Blacklist to take the lead in terms of kills. Now the only thing they have to catch up on is that gold lead.
Repositioning, counter punches, haymakers being thrown out every single time FPX strikes. G2B strikes harder, and the impact is being felt now by FunPlus Phoenix. Look at the gold. Now it's only 2.7 thousand at 9 minutes. A while ago, it was so much. Yeah. And now they're going to be committing into the top lane. I think they have a really good chance of getting the skill onto Ime. Charge is going to be connecting just to enable that counter play by Sky. And at least they found the kill.
Yeah, real well played from Xingdao7 as well. Waiting for the last possible moment to pick up the charm. Waited for the flash, anticipated the flash there to come out of Ime, and he was absolutely right. He flashed over the wall as well and got the charm after the hook shot connects. And I make sure that Ime is not going to survive. So Xingdao definitely a beast in his own right there. But now the Drake getting started up by Xingdao7 again. And G2 Blacklist this time is in a position to contest.
Yeah, they want to. They have placed a pink ward. Mission ward there. Sky landing a big chunk of shock blast there onto Golden Kite. Might force him to be disengaging. Dawn is being stalked as well by Aaron. Or at least it's the latter. So they actually burst away. Now the Dragon 3.6 thousand will be disengaged here by FunPlus Phoenix and also G2B. It's such a high pressure situation right now for both of these teams.
So tense. But G2 Blacklist are backing off for now. FPX can't really commit to this Drake. They know that G2 Blacklist have the information because they can't have access to that backlane brush inside of the Drake pit. G2 Blacklist, they can sit secure. They know that FPX are not committing as of yet. So now they have free reign over this mid lane. They can push up, they can shove these waves, which Widow's control away from FPX, but at any second, anyone can pounce.
I mean, the goal right now of FPX is to have Sky chunk their HP down, poke them out, and then they strike. G2B is being pressured right now to actually be able to find a way to commit here onto FPX, especially through draw on that dredge line. Aaron actually split pushing into the bottom lane, while the rest of FPX is pushing mid lane. I don't think this is going to be a great idea for either side. It's just too risky for both FPX and G2B. Now they turn. Actually, FPX still committing onto the mid lane push, damaging already the inhibitor tower here of G2B, and they win the trade.
Yeah, G2 Blacklist are bleeding right now. Now, FPX through macro have turned things around. They're the ones in control of the map now as they push down the mid lane, forcing G2B to respond. Now is the time for FPX to strike. The players of G2 Blacklist are isolated. It's a 3-2 split. As FPX, they're together. They're more clumped up, but they're not looking to engage yet. What is FPX planning to do here?
They're playing for stall. Again, the winning condition here of FPX is through Sky, getting the pokes, chunking down the HP here of G2B. So far, it's only Golden Kite that actually took a bit of load of damage there. KD starting this dragon already. Sky, will he actually commit? Hextech ultimate onto Shingdo7, the action turn. Great cast coming in here from Chow. The punish coming through towards Amy. Perfect execution. Shingdo7 still survives. Now Aaron's gonna be in a lot of trouble, still hiding under the shroud. That turn's gonna be used. KD with a fake steal down to the back line. And everyone got obliterated. Flash is not gonna save the Holly here of G2B. And now it's a 1-for-1 trade. FPX committing, flashing in by the solution. And Golden Kite will be able to walk away, but the dragon still secured by G2B.
G2 Blacklist, they're slowly walking away and getting these advantages one by one. In every team fight, KD will deliver. I mean, FPX, they got the jump onto Ime, but they didn't have enough damage, paving the way for KD to set up another great team fight here for G2 Blacklist after they take away that Drake. I mean, FPX, you could see that they are starting to lose grasp of this game. They drafted this early game comp to take control of the early game, but guess what, GG? It's not the early game anymore, and G2 Blacklist, they're starting to scale up.
And it started in one fate sealed by KD a while ago.
Yep.
Just picture perfect, and then a series of events of G2B coming back slowly, but so far surely here against FPX.
We go again, KD actually doesn't get the knockup for now, but look at the damage being dealt. KD's gotta have what, 2 items completed already at least? That is a very scary to Yone to 1v1. And it is certainly going to be hard to deal with that later on once he starts split pushing even.
FPX needs to find a way. In order to stop this bleeding coming through by G2B, they need to find a proper pickup. Yes, they are ahead by 4,000 gold still, but G2B again has massive scaling. 3 items picked up already here by KD. It's just so difficult to shut down. 100% crit chance this time around for this Yone. And just massive sustain as well.
Yeah, so much lifesteal. Both Blade of the Ruined King and Bloodthirster completed. And this is... yeah, this is gonna be really, really rough ask for FPX, but I think they can still fight one more time here. I mean, late game might be over already, but I think the lead that they have in terms of gold gives them permission of one more team fight. That is if they can find the proper targets here. Maybe Golden Kites, maybe KD, whoever is squishy enough for them to execute should be the target here, but it isn't the easiest of tasks because they rarely have backline access. And the thing is, there isn't a lot of execution damage going on anymore because it is more of a defensive route of build here for the Evelyn. Remember, it's a Crown of the Shattered Queen first item, so it isn't the most of damage, more of defensive route here for Shingdao7. And it isn't the easiest.
The reason is because Kong is actually the one being funneled most of the money.
True.
Look at the comparison. 13,000 compared to 10,000 here of Golden Kite. But it's not being able to be fully utilized that as they intended it to be because of the massive backline pressure of G2B, Akali, the Yone, and the killer instinct coming in from Golden Kite as well is just so threatening that Kong isn't able to flee it as he wanted it to be. And FPX is feeling the pressure already. It's being transferred now towards Sky as well to land those shock blasts so that FPX can charge forward so that Shingdao7 can position effectively towards the backline. But still, it's a lot more complicated than that.
And you gotta remember this solution we're talking about is one of the ADCs with the shortest range, and he's got to come up close to get those combos going, and it's not the easiest task. Here we go.
Shingdao7 commits! That's the execute ultimate gonna be used as well. Donald Way committing with a flash, but still Ime able to escape! No! 1 HP survives! And FPX unsuccessful with the gap, but at least they were able to pick up the tower. Also just get the kill onto KD as well. Is it time for them to go towards the Baron is the question. 30 seconds death timer.
That is huge coming here for FPX. They are trailing behind now. I mean, it's technically still 6,000 gold lead for them. But if you take a look at the state of things, G2 Blacklist starting to
connect.
Find a little bit
just
of
the hook.
Yeah.
No follow just yet. FPX just forcing them out, pressuring them, committing now onto the Nautilus. Draw might actually be in a lot of trouble. They turn on to Ime, but Sky is also gonna get turned. Ghost Golden, at least, hiding under Shroud. Aaron's gonna get obliterated. Pushing those 7 with the last caress, and now it's gonna be crumbling the members here of G2 Blacklist. Kong's gonna be committed to the killer instinct here by Golden Guy, still kiting away. Gets shock blast here by Sky, and gets the kill onto the Nautilus as well. Katie trying to pick up the slacker for G2B, but unable to get the reach onto Shengdo 7. Almost are they on the soul, but FPX found an angle and they will deny this last dragon.
Finally, a good team fight for FPX. They keep Kong alive, and KD was not present in that fight. So G2 Blacklist had no realistic way of setting up that fight there afterwards. The killer instinct was commendable there from the side of G2 Blacklist, but the fight won by FPX nonetheless. They've already taken away the Drake, and now they're looking at the Baron.
Chow as well. Just tracking KD, preventing any sort of follow-up coming in from this unit. Teleporting coming. KD, will he commit? Face Sealed will get denied. He flashed in, but unable to get a steal. Shingdo Sam picks up the Baron, and FPX still alive.
They're not out yet, and they've taken everything from G2 Blacklist. They extend the lead to a 10,000 gold lead. And this is the farthest FPX have been ahead this entire game. And this is do or die right now. They should look to end this game right now, but Elder Drake is up. FPX have no choice but to try and deny this from G2.
8,000 and the Baron. But Elder Dragon is up. If G2B finds this and takes this, they can still miraculously win against FPX. Shingdo 7 getting spotted, gets wrench line, and CC Chain! He might actually get taken down. The killer instinct into the hook shot as well. Is gonna take the kill onto this Evelyn right now, but backline has been breezed down way, trying to intercept here, get chased away, denied of the Grand Challenge. KD remains alive, but it's a trade of flows here. FPX still has 3. They turn onto the Elder Dragon. KD needs to find a way to get his health back in full. Does have the 100 fruit nearby, but also have to life steal. Chow gonna get infiltrated right there, just interrupted there by KD. Is still alive. Honey Fruit gonna get taken. Oh! Seal gonna be denied by Chow. Can he actually deny KD is the question.
What?
It is gonna be through. They get the kill on the jungler of G2B. It is a disaster for G2B.
Oh, they could get this Elder Drake right now. Kong has just finished basing. And no one else is G2B. Nowhere else can they be found right now. Golden Kite is the only one close enough to contest this. And it is... I think FPX should start this right now. There is no real contestant available for G2 Blacklist. And now they finally started doing so. With just a few seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining on the death timer. And this should be the Elder Drake for FPX.
Ime, Blacklist still is going to be committing onto this.
What?
Tactical sweep to steal by Ime! It's just glorious! Killer onto the backline already to pick up the kill onto the Evelyn. Now Draw's going to be the first target here of FPX. Aaron not landing shuriken. Killer instinct has been used. Hook shot gonna be used here by Ime to try and reach the backline. Skyfell gonna be slowed out. Tactical sweep not connecting. But man, oh man, G2B is still alive, forcing FPX now to walk away. Catherine Lane unable to find the kill, especially off the stacks of the Kaisa. But again, you can never discount the Blacklist. They will continue to break the code. FPX has yet to end this game.
Ime, he steals this Elder Drake without the smite because of Draw's double knockup. That's beautiful team fighting here for G2 Blacklist that keeps them in this game. And take note, this is without the star player of the game so far, KD. This is without a smite. And FPX, they fumbled the bag big time there. They were just hanging around the Elder Drake for so long, waiting for nothing. And then now the Elder Drake is out. Their gold lead down to 2,000. And the Baron Parent play, I think it was negative here. GG.
Negative.
It's falling apart for FPX off of just one bad call.
After one miraculous steal by Ime, it paved the way for G2 Blacklist to keep on breathing, keep on fighting, keep on taking down Chow. Cat's gonna be used right now to try and stay alive, but it's not gonna be allowing him to stay alive at all. G2B found themselves numbers advantage and Baron spawning up.
Yeah, G2 Blacklist have the golden opportunity to take this, but unfortunately, Shingdo 7 is up and kicking. Steal is available for FPX, but can he do the same thing that was done earlier by the top laner?
I don't think it's gonna be the case. G2B, so scary. Double objectives right now, or at least the Baron is gonna be fully utilized this time around because the Elder Dragon is about to expire.
FPX, even without the Elder Drake buff here for G2B, I don't think FPX can actually contest these fights. Because if you take a look at the quick fight earlier with Kong around the backline, he just doesn't deal enough damage anymore because such is the nature of Illusion. In the late game stages, you just kind of fall off. It's just not as powerful as the likes of Kai'Sa, as the likes of these other ADCs like Xayah. And FPX is only going to struggle further because their composition is not built for team fights. They have...
Look at the gold!
An Evelyn, and look at this!
It's gone!
It's even now!
It's even now! G2 Blacklist creeps on, breathing, fighting back, kicking back at FPX! They don't give up. It's not in their dictionary. They will keep on fighting. They will keep on challenging FPX. Lasker is gonna be used, but no escape route anymore. Stasis is gonna be used. Ime still here. Can't go mid. Here we go. Get the perfect execution. Gets a kill onto the jungle laner of FPX. Now they're gonna be fighting, trying to commit here onto the tower as well. Captain gonna be connecting. Golden Kite still is alive, unable to be reached by any member here of FPX. They turn onto the inhibitor tower into the bottom lane, gets the inhibitor tower into mid lane as well, and FPX, they're in big trouble, and big trouble is what G2 Blacklist want. They commit onto the Nexus, they want the game number 3, and they will get it!
They secure that win, and G2 Blacklist fight through hell and back to secure this game. What's up?